They can't control you. So they figure they had no use for you and let you go, not realizing they fumbled the bag. All right. They had no use for you because they couldn't control you. That's pretty stupid. There are people that just want to have control over a person, and they don't understand that people like freedom. But there are certain people who you'll never have freedom around. There are certain people who you will never have freedom around because it's just how they're programmed. It's just how they chosen to be throughout life. This is how they've gotten what they want. This is how they've learned how to go through life and make people give them what they need. So you can't really stun on them for that. But what you can do is avoid it from happening to you. You definitely want it. You definitely want to avoid it from happening to you. All right. When people are trying to control you, it's because they're trying to use you in some particular way. They're trying to use you in a way that suits them better than it would suit you. And they're doing that because they have an agenda. And that agenda is to get from you all that they can, to dominate and to win, to get in a winning position. There's always a win or lose dynamic in life. They say somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. And the beat goes on. Somebody's got to win. I think that's that song. Somebody. I think that's it. I'm like, yes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ooh, I need to. I need a refill on my '80s music. But you have to be in the right environment for the right spirit to want to listen to. Never mind. Anyway, they can't control you. All right. Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. And there are certain situations where someone may lose, but it's a win-win for everybody because that person knows what the hell they're doing. Then there's a win situation, but it's a win-lose situation because the person is just evil and they want to win and they want to dominate and they want to be over somebody in a losing position to where they feel better because you're not better than them. That's the wackest type of friendship, any ship, spaceship, fake ship in history. That's abandoned ship. That's what you call that ship. That's bullshit. That's what you call that's bullshit. All right, you that is a abandoned ship because it's bullshit. All right, they have an agenda all planned out on just how like you're just you are just going in this thing like yo a friend, where have you been, you going in this thing with friends, how many, not like that, but you go like okay we cool, not knowing that this person got a whole flipping manuscript of what they gonna do, how they gonna do it. They got a whole agenda, whole plot, plan, and scheme, all behind the scenes. And you are just going in this thing with a good personality and a loving spirit. You're just going in this thing, not trying to hurt nobody. All right. But now we're becoming aware of why we weren't trying to hurt anybody and why we were always the ones getting hurt. It's a war out here. It's a war out here, and and you're on the battlefield each and every day. You got people out here with agendas. You got people out here trying to pretty much put you in mental slavery for the most part. You know, they're trying to gain control of your mind by playing games and waging psychological warfare. It was more important for them to be on top. It was more important for them to be first. It was more important for them to be a winner. It was more important for them to be better than try to work with you and do something that would benefit everybody, and had the nerve to call you selfish. Please, we waking up, y'all. You can't be controlled. You're the one meant to be in control. And they're trying to control you because they don't want to be controlled by you. And if they're not going to be controlled by you, then it's by you, because you're the one that is going to bring about the win-win situation for everybody. If we're trying to win and your idea of winning means I'm losing, that's not a win for me. There are certain people who, when it's a win for them, it's a win for everybody. Come on now. We cooking over here today. Let Dru-Nation cook. We cooking over here, baby. You can't be controlled by others. And on top of that, because they have a issue with other people being in power besides themselves, they can't even work things out or begin to work with someone like they think they could. And you wouldn't mind taking a certain, here's the thing, there's people who are out here that would love to be able to play their part. I don't know as much. Cool, y'all know more than me, let me play my part. But then there are people who try to play their part and get in that situation, in that position, only to be dragged through the mud. And it's like they're dogging you because they see that once you play your part, you're going to be bigger than them. That's what it boils down to. They're dogging you because they see that, man, this person is already bigger than us and they underneath us. That bothers people. They want to control that. They want to be in charge of that. With all the untapped power and the power that they see that you have, and and everything that you're going to be able to do, they want to be in control of that. All right, there are people out here that want to own people. There are people out here that want to help people, and then there's people out here that say certain things and then do others, like wanting to own people. I've heard somebody say that narcissists look at people like property, and I fell out laughing. But that's real, man. They look at people like they own them, like you are their property, like for real, like livestock. And on top of that, they want to control. They want to own you and control your mind and have you be under their leadership and rulership and obeyance. And they do it in a slick way to where you may not be aware it's happening. But sooner or later, you'll find out. But don't let it be too late. All right, don't let it be too late. You got to be careful who you deal with, because sometimes you could already be in too deep with certain people. The minute you see red flags with anybody, it's time to discontinue. This is then discontinued. But what they did was fumble the bag because they couldn't get past how they felt. They couldn't get past their attitude. They couldn't get past the fact that it was you. It was you. They couldn't get past the fact that it was you. You know, people, they may have wanted it to be them. And who's to say it isn't them? We all got something. But they're coming at you like they don't have anything. But they don't realize that they fumbled the bag, yo. They fumbled the bag. You know certain things. You're just not. You see, the thing about you is you know a lot. You can make a lot of good things happen. You're going to make a lot of good things happen. It's just not happening like when everybody expects it to. Like, people aren't patient. They see you, they meet you, they expect everything to be instant automatically. Why aren't they getting blessed? Or why aren't good things happening yet? Because they're in your presence or they're around you. They want the benefits of you right away, immediately. Not knowing that if they would just chill, let you do your thing, let you breathe, let you marinate, let you get your system going, it would be a lot of success happening for everyone. But that's why it has to happen by yourself, because they're not on that level yet. They're not ready for that yet. They can't even be around you while you're putting in the work for it. You can't even be around others while you're trying to really dive deep into your studies and your work, because the devil's going to attack them and go through them and the devil's going to use them to try to attack you and interrupt you. When you're working on something and you want to be successful or great, you're going to have to take time and be alone by yourself, away from everyone. You're going to be experiencing what Denzel was experiencing with other people when when the demons was popping through people, all because you're trying to do something positive, or you're trying to do something good, or doing your life's mission, or doing, what God called you to do. I don't care if it's baking cakes. If God called it, you're supposed to have a bakery. They could be stopping you from trying to go to baking school or culinary school, chef school. Somebody out there about to get their license or their degree or wherever somebody about to be baking up a storm. They're jealous of them cakes, them pies. You can make sweet potato pie. Say if you can, send me one. I love me some sweet potato pie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's almost about getting that time too. Shout out to all the sweet potato pie makers. All right. Hit the we're gonna set up an email. All right, we're gonna set up an email for this channel. If you make a good sweet potato pie, what? Freeze one up. Man, box it up. Ice dry it up, or dry ice it up. And I will. I'll send you an address where you can send it to. All right. I love me some sweet potato pie, man. All right. Shout out to the greatest person, sweet potato pie, that I ever had. May she rest in power. All right. But I will see if there anybody else that could make one that could compare to one of my late greats. All right. We'll see about that. but they're jealous of those designs you came up with. All right, maybe you make clothes. All right, they're jealous of those designs. They're jealous of those patterns. They're jealous of your style of creativity. They want to be creative like that. Everybody wants to be able to make something, but they can't control you. They can't stop you. They can't get you to do what they want. And they don't realize that what they're doing is blocking their blessing. See, there are people who are just supposed to play a role in aiding a person to where they're supposed to get, and then that person ends up blessing them. Some people are missing out on their blessing because they're being impatient. They're not trying to let you do what you need to do. They're actually pushing you away because they see that you want more out of life, not knowing if they gave you a helping hand, if they did look you out and allowed you to do your thing without getting in the way, causing stress, pushing you away from them because of their pettinesses and their jealousies and their envy towards you for being able to do certain things, right? But the thing is, they try to control you because you're doing your own thing. And they figured that they had no use for you. So not realizing that they let you go. They let you go. You got this thing that you're working on. They let you go. You got all these ideas. You had all these ideas for their business that you were going to help them with. They let you go. You were about to help them get to the next level. They didn't think much of you because of where you were at, but you know a lot. You may not be able to show for it when they would want. You may not be able to show for it as much as they should think you should. But who's to determine when success is going to happen for a person? Who's to determine when it's going to click one day for you and you're like, I got it. I figured it out. I know what I need to do. Who's going to know? Who's to say where somebody's life is going? But they wanted to try to control where your life was going, and you weren't having that. You can't be controlled. You don't want to be a part of their agenda, which is to make them win and for you to be in a losing sucker position. You're not a sucker. You're not a loser. You don't deserve that bottom of the barrel spit. That's real spill right there. You don't deserve the bottom of the barrel. You deserve the best. You deserve all of God's goodness. You deserve greatness because you have greatness in you. You deserve the best. You don't deserve the rest. You deserve the best. Save the rest for the rest and save the best for the best. They can't control someone like you. You were the one meant to be in the leadership position. You're a natural born leader, natural born creator, innovator, talented, multi-talented. Things come easy to you, and if they don't, you'll keep messing around with it until it does. You have your own mind. You don't want to shine like them. You want to shine like you. You want to shine at your own level. Not trying to outshine anybody, but you want to shine at the level which you know you can reach. Unlimited potential. You know it's nothing that you can't do. They can't control someone that is ready to go out and get theirs. They can't control someone that's hungry. They can't control someone that is more than a conqueror. They can't control someone with the right attitude. All right, they can't control someone that prays through the tough times to get to the better times and that doesn't lose hope. They can't control somebody like that. They can't control someone with a vision. You know where you're going and you see the devil trying to get in the way and stop you. They can't control someone with a vision, with their mind already mapped out on what they're supposed to do and where they're going in life. So once they figured that, they said they had no use for you. Started to play games, started to be petty. They see you have your own way. They say, okay, I see you have your own way. And they foresee your greatness and they try to hold you up, stall you up, leave you for dead. All because you're passionate and put your purpose first. And you put what you're supposed to do first. You put your responsibilities first. Some people just get in the way of that and wanna put the blame on you for certain things. It's like somebody's like you're somebody holding you up from doing something and then asking you why you didn't finish it, but want to get mad or say you don't like them or try to put the run game on you if you go to break away and go do it. That'll put a person that doesn't want to be a bad person that is trying to be a good person in a dilemma, and that's why being nice is stupid. You have to figure out how to be a good person without being nice so you won't be stupid. And it's okay to be stupid because once you realize, hey, this is stupid, you could start being as smart as you want to be because you could get all the stupidness out. You know you ain't no dummy. It's just a shame that, it's a shame. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. So we don't hate the player, hate the game. We just have to apply that to our own principle. We don't hate these people, and we don't even hate the way it's set up. We just are focused on onward movement. Onward. The only thing we're focused on is progression, getting to where we want to be. All that other stuff, we don't have time for it. Worrying about this one, hating this one, being mad at that one for this and that and everything else. No. No, no, no. I said no. All right. So they fumbled the bag big time because you know you are money. You know you are money. You have been work, man. You've been putting in so much work on yourself. They foolish for what they did. They couldn't see the diamond in the rough. They wanted to use you to look powerful, to look like they had it together, to feel good about themselves instead of working on themselves and get in the way and stop you from working on yourself and selves. But you couldn't be controlled. Couldn't be controlled. You couldn't be controlled. Hell no. You're waking up and realizing that all the silly stuff is done with. All the stupid stuff is done with. All the foolish stuff is done with. Gotta wake up at some point. Gotta realize. Gotta realize there are people out here playing games at some point. Gotta stop people from playing games with you at some point. So it's just a matter of you figuring out what's happening, waging the proper war, placing the chess move, placing the chess piece on the chessboard correctly. All right. And just basically just making your life what you want it to be, creating your own reality and staying out the way. But avoiding, any issues or just making sure that you stay on point. All right, and you just yeah, just making sure you stay on point and everything works out the way you want it to, while being able to work out things the way you want to and the way you need to, as far as communication, dealing with people, and figuring out when to figuring out how to handle situations as you should, so you can move through life and get what you want. All right, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button. I'll see you in the next video. Shout out to Dru-Nation. We doing it big. See you. We out.